Hey, have you ever noticed how some guys just seem to vanish from a woman's memory the moment they walk out the door? Like they were never really there. And then there are others. They don't just leave an impression. They leave a permanent vibe, a feeling that sticks with her, maybe for years. It's not about the six-pack. It's not about the size of his bank account. It's not even about how funny he was. It's about the energy he brought. It's about the way he made her feel when he was around. Most men, they live their lives playing a reactive game. They chase approval. They try too hard to impress. They over-explain, hoping to be chosen. They're performers, waiting for applause. But when the show's over, they fade fast. But the unforgettable guy? He operates differently. He's running on a philosophy that's thousands of years old, something we call stoicism. He doesn't perform. He just is. And that quiet, powerful confidence, that's what lives rent-free in her mind forever. When a man moves from a place of inner strength, not insecurity, he becomes instantly rare. And rare guys? They are never, ever forgotten. Now, let us dive into these 6 simple but profound traits that take a guy from just another date to the one she'll never shake. But before we unlock the secret to this kind of self-mastery, if you're ready to level up your presence and stop chasing approval, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the deep end. Because what we're about to cover isn't just dating advice. It's a blueprint for a better life. Here are the 6 moves that make a man absolutely unforgettable. 1. He's the guy who's a master of his emotions, the stone wall. Think about this. Most men completely lose it the second they feel disrespected or rejected. They raise their voice, they argue, they try to prove a point in the middle of total chaos. It's all about losing control. The stoic man does the opposite. He pauses. He takes a breath. He observes the situation like a scientist. And he responds. He doesn't react with this amazing, calm precision. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius knew the deal. You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Imagine she tries to push your buttons, says something sharp, just to see if you bite. Instead of getting defensive, you stay composed. You might give a slight smile and just say, "I understand that's how you see it," and then you move on with your day. That's silence. That's self-control. It hits differently. Emotional control equals safety. Every woman remembers the man who made her feel safe, not through dominance or flexing, but through the sheer, unshakable peace he carried inside. He's the rock in the storm, and that's a guy you can't forget. 2. He's the guy who listens way more than he talks, the present vibe. In our hyper-connected world, everyone is screaming to be heard. Everyone's waiting to interrupt or jump in with their opinion. But the unforgettable man, he listens deeply. He's not just hearing the words. He's listening for the meaning behind the words. When she's talking, he's not formulating his rebuttal. He's not planning his next move. He is simply present. That total presence sends a powerful, silent message. You matter enough for me to simply be silent. That kind of stillness is rare and powerful. When she feels truly seen and understood, her heart connects that stillness to warmth, respect, and a deep sense of security. You build emotional bonds not by your dazzling stories, but by the quality of your silence. That's a profound quality that sticks. 3. He's the guy who can walk away in peace, the dignified exit. Endings are the ultimate test of a man's character. Most guys beg, they argue, or they try to force closure when they face rejection. But the Stoic man doesn't. He simply says, "I wish you well," and he walks away. No anger, no revenge, no drama. Why? Because his self-worth is not tied to the outcome of that relationship. That unexpected peace is unsettling in the best way. She was expecting chaos, but she found calm. She was looking for drama, but she saw self-mastery. The moment plays over and over in her head, He didn't chase me. He let me go. That quiet dignity is what earns respect she can't explain. Walking away isn't weakness. It's proof that you completely belong to yourself. And very few men ever get to that level of strength. 4. He's the guy living for a mission greater than her, the focused drive. The unforgettable man's life doesn't revolve around anyone else. It revolves around his purpose. He wakes up with goals. He's building something meaningful. He's committed to growing every single day. When she realizes you won't drop everything just for her attention, that your mission comes first, she respects you more, period. The philosopher Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Your path might not always make sense to others, but it gives your life direction, structure, and meaning." Women are drawn to men with direction because direction equals certainty, and certainty feels safe. When you're focused, she knows she can't derail you from your path. And ironically, that's when you become most attractive, because she sees your life is full, and she has to earn her place in it. 5. He's the guy whose presence brings calm, not chaos. The deep breath. Excitement fades. Passion fades. Calm endures. Most relationships crumble because they're built on emotional roller coaster highs, tension, jealousy, drama. The stoic man brings balance. His energy feels like taking a deep, grounding breath after a long day. When she's with him, she feels anchored. She can relax, be herself, and trust that he won't lose control or cause unnecessary drama. That's when she starts to associate your presence with peace. And once a woman connects you with peace, she never forgets you. Why? Because peace is rare, and people never forget where they found it. 6. He's the guy who forgives quietly, the power move. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is the ultimate strength. When you forgive, you're not saying, "What you did was fine." You're saying, "You no longer have power over my inner peace." The stoic man doesn't seek revenge or gossip. He lets time handle the outcome, because holding on to bitterness is just poisoning his own soul. When she realizes you've moved on without resentment or seeking payback, she feels something hard to define, a profound sense of respect. Forgiveness requires a strength most people simply don't have. The best revenge, as Marcus Aurelius taught, is to be unlike your enemy. That's the essence of Stoicism, mastering yourself instead of trying to control others. So, let's wrap this up simply. An unforgettable man isn't the loudest guy in the room. He's the one who carries quiet strength. He stays centered, no matter what external drama is happening. His confidence doesn't come from your validation. It comes from his own virtue and discipline. He doesn't try to control how others see him. He only controls how he shows up for himself. And that's what makes him unforgettable. Because long after the messages fade, the memories blur, and the intense emotions settle, she'll still remember the man who didn't lose himself trying to win her over. She'll remember the one who chose peace over pride, purpose over attention, and wisdom over reaction. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend, and stay grounded, stay calm, and walk your path with that quiet confidence.